Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be doing a 5 marks question and it's a question from the NCERT textbook. Let's look at the question. Now sides AB and AC and median AD of a triangle ABC are respectively proportional to sides PQ and PR and median PM of another triangle PQR. Show that triangle ABC similar to triangle PQR. Yeah, so I've drawn the two triangles ABC and PQR here, and I've also marked the medians AD and PS. Now, what do you mean by median? Median is a line which is drawn from one vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. And if D is the midpoint of the opposite side BC, then that means that BD is equal to DC. Also, if PS is a median and S is the midpoint of the opposite side, QS will be equal to SR. Okay, so let's write out what is given in the question. It's given here that AB, AC and the median AD are respectively proportional to sides PQ, PR and median PM of another triangle, which means it's given that AB by PQ is equal to AC by PR is equal to AD by PM. Also, because AD is a median, we know that BD is equal to DC equal to half of BC. Why? Because AD is a median. AD is a median. And we also know that QM is equal to MR is equal to half of QR, as we know that PM is a median. Okay, sorry, this is not S, it's PM. Okay. Now, let's, what do we have to prove in the question? We need to show that, to prove that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Okay. So, in order to prove this, let me make a construction. I'm going to extend AD to a point E such that AD is equal to DE. And we also need to extend PM to a point N such that PM is equal to NR. Okay, so this point is E and this point is N. And we have to join C to E, B to E, Q to N and N to R. Okay, so we have made the construction in such a way that AD is equal to DE and PM is equal to MN. Okay, so let me write out the construction. It's important to include the construction in writing. Okay, so we need to extend AD to E such that AD is equal to DE. Also, we need to extend PM to N such that PM is equal to MN. And we also need to join E to B and C, and we need to join N to Q and R. Okay, so let's start with the proof now. Okay, so let's start with the proof. We know that BD is equal to DC. It's given in the question. And we also know that AD is equal to DE by construction. Okay, now if you notice, if BD equal to DC and AD equal to DE, then we can see that the diagonals of AB, EC are getting bisected. Now, since diagonals bisect each other, ABEC is a parallelogram. Okay, so therefore we know that AB is equal to CE and AC is equal to BE. Let me mark these as 1 and 2. Why are they equal though? Because they are opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Okay, also from the next figure, we know that QM is equal to MR. That's given in the question because PM is a median. And we also know that PM is equal to MN by construction. Okay, so what does that mean? Again, the diagonals are getting bisected. Since diagonals bisect each other, we know that PQNR is a parallelogram. Okay, now if it is a parallelogram, then again the opposite sides will become equal to each other. That is, PQ becomes equal to NR. That's my third equation. And PR is equal to QN. That's my fourth equation. Again, because opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Okay, now it's given in the question that AB by PQ is equal to AC by PR is equal to AD by PM. That's given in the question. Okay, so let me mark that as my fifth equation. Now let me substituting 2 and 4 in equation 5. Okay, so what is 2 and 4? In place of AC, I can replace with BE, and in place of PR, I can replace with QN. Okay, so AB by PQ I'm writing as is. Now AC by PR becomes BE by QN, and I'm just multiplying this term with 2 in the numerator and denominator. Okay, so what is 2 times AD and 2 times PM? 2 times AD is equal to AE, and 2 times PM is equal to PN. Okay, so now we know that therefore triangle ABE becomes similar to triangle PQN by SSS similarity rule. Okay, so why did they become equal? Because we know that AB by PQ is equal to BE by QN, and it's also equal to AE by PN. So the three sides are proportional to each other. So the two triangles now became similar to each other. Now, because they are similar to each other, we can say that this angle and this angle are equal to each other, because corresponding angles of similar triangles are equal. Okay, so therefore angle BAE is now equal to angle QPN, because corresponding angles of similar triangles are equal. Okay, now let's start off again with what is given. AB by PQ is equal to AC by PR is equal to AD by PM. That's given. Let me mark that as my seventh equation, and this time I'm substituting 1 and 3 in 7. Now what was 1? 1 was AB equal to CE and PQ equal to NR. That's the third equation. So these I'll substitute in equation 7. So substituting 1 and 3 in equation 7 gives me, in place of AB I can replace with CE, in place of PQ I can replace with NR, is equal to AC by PR, and again I'm multiplying AD with 2 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator along with PM. That gives me AE by PN. Okay, so therefore triangle ACE now becomes similar to triangle PRN by SSS similarity rule. Okay, now because they are similar to each other, we can say that therefore angle CAE is equal to angle, CAE is equal to angle RPN. That is, these angles now became equal to each other. Okay, now let me mark this as the 8th equation. Okay, so this was 6. So let me adding 6 and 8. Okay, so when I add 6 and 8, I have to add the left hand sides together and the right hand sides together. Okay, so I would get angle BAE plus angle CAE as equal to angle QPN plus angle RPN. Now what is BAE plus CAE? It's equal to BAC. So I got angle BAC as equal to angle QPR. because QPN plus RPN gives me QPR. Okay, so also we know that from what is given, AB by PQ is equal to AC by PR. That's given in the question. Okay, so therefore triangle ABC now becomes similar to triangle PQR by SAS similarity rule. If you have a math question that you'd like me to cover, drop it in the comments and I'll be happy to do a video just for you. Also, if you like my video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.